Hey guys, welcome to week 4 of our challenge group. Okay, so first of all, let me say that just because this is week 4 does not mean that we're done. Like, I will message everybody in this group that is a challenger of mine and figure out where you want to go next. And so just to share with you, I'm thinking about trying something different with you guys after this is over. And moving into sort of like a phase 2 of our challenge group. You know, in the past, I have always just run challenge groups over and over, and people follow me. They just start a new challenge group with me, or they become a coach, and they start recruiting people for their own challenge groups, which I would love for you guys to do. But for those of you guys who are not ready to do that maybe, or maybe that's just not God's plan for you in this, but you want to keep going and building on what you're doing and learning, I am thinking about like a phase 2. So let me know what you think below about a phase 2 and kind of continuing what we're doing and not just repeating the same things over and over. So I'm kind of excited and prayerful about that. And you guys are my guinea pigs, to be honest. But week 4. So we have been through 3 incredible weeks of just starting 2017 right, okay? And I think that you guys first should give yourselves a pat on the back, no matter how you've done in this group, no matter whether you've logged every day, no matter whether or not you have shown up every day, worked out, drank your shake, I don't care. If you showed up for this group, if you committed to this group, if you did anything in this group, you have taken some steps to improve your health, and that is amazing and wonderful. So congratulations to you. So what do you do this last week? What should your focus be this last week? And so I made some notes here. I want you just first to ask yourself, like, what have you learned? What have you learned about yourself? What have you learned about your body? Once I started to cut things out of my diet and replace the bad stuff with good stuff, once I started to drink my Shakeology every day and to get up and move, like, my body responded. Honestly, my initial goal was just to lose weight and feel skinny, but that's not the only thing that happened. I did lose weight when I changed how I was treating my body, but more importantly, my body began to show me what it needed and how I treated it really, affected how it treated me and my brain. And so I want to ask you, just ask yourself, what have you learned over the last 3 weeks? What works for you? I encourage you guys every week to make a meal plan, but maybe making a meal plan for 7 days does not work for you. Maybe that's not your jam. Maybe you get tripped up and you got to take it day by day or every couple of days. If so, that's okay. Just have a plan. Have some type of plan, or have backup recipes you can always count on. Recipes that will be fast and easy, that you can always have the ingredients in your kitchen for. Recipes that your family will eat. Figure out how this works for you. What trips you up? That's a big one. I know that personally for me, sometimes if my mindset is not right, a cheat meal will trip me up, and I encourage you guys to plan a cheat meal and to make that part of your meal plan and your lifestyle, because I think it's important not to be so legalistic that we don't enjoy this life, we don't enjoy special things with our family, things like that. But if a cheat meal is tripping you up at this point in your journey, cut it out. If you find yourself eating your fried chicken and fries, and then you have a milkshake on top of that, and the next morning you're just still craving more junk, and you go to the donut shop, cut it out. Cut it out until you can control those cravings and control those desires. Figure out what trips you up. Have you noticed that certain foods, affect your body in a negative manner? It was at this point in my first initial journey, like 2.5 years ago, that I figured out that dairy was bothering me. My Shakeology, even though I felt stronger, I had more energy, my cravings were reduced, Shakeology was affecting my stomach because I was drinking the regular kind, so I had to switch to the vegan. Hey, go on just a second, okay? One. Y'all get disciplined in these videos, don't you? Bless your hearts. So I switched to the vegan Shakeology, and that made a huge difference in my stomach. Like, the bloating went down, and it regulated everything, to be honest. So see what's affecting your body. How do you feel about you? You know, I mean, yeah, the physical part of this is so important, you know, taking care of our bodies, fueling them, eating the right foods, drinking our water, but what's changed about how you feel about you? This is not just a physical transformation. You know, this can be mental, spiritual, you know, all those things wrapped into one. Like, have you relied on God more to help you through this? Have you found yourself praying more about your health, about how you view your body? What has changed about how you feel about yourself? That's really important. Is it easier to look in the mirror? Is it easier, you know, to be intimate with your husband? I mean, we're all real here, right? What has changed about how you feel about you? Do you have more confidence? Do you find yourself questioning yourself less and just being more confident in who you are and how God created you and what your purpose and your role is in this life? So this is definitely a week I want to encourage you guys to evaluate. Evaluate the physical as well as the mental and the spiritual, and look for opportunities to grow and to continue further. And this is not a one and done thing. This is not I'm going to do this 30-day challenge and I'll be done. I'll have total control and I can just like tackle this and I'll be done with this struggle with my health, with food. Guys, it is a constant, it's a constant transformation. You know, like I've been doing this for 2.5 years. I'm always finding things that I can improve. I'm always learning things about myself. I'm always challenging myself because, I mean, we talked about this in Sunday school today, but those old temptations, those old sins, those old things can just creep back up into your life. And if you've been through some challenge groups with me and you started and stopped, you know what I'm talking about. Like, I know what I'm talking about. The past month has been a little bit of a struggle for me emotionally, and I kept finding myself turning towards food. And so, like, I know this is not a once, like, conquer it all and you are done with having to worry about your health. And I don't think that we should ever have to, like, continuously worry. We should just make those choices that lead us down the right path and you know, overcome the struggles as they come. And then, you know, like, I love that I'm constantly having to turn to God for this. And it's just something that He has used to make me closer to Him. So I want to encourage you to not focus on big results really fast, but to focus on slow growth. Focus on, you know, learning gradually. You know, maybe you graduate from this challenge group or from the workout program that you're doing now and you move on to another one. Especially you guys that have that all access challenge pack or all access pass. You know, you have access to all these different programs for a whole year, and you can just continually improve and grow stronger physically and mentally when it comes to your health. And so I challenge you to do that, to really just focus on that, on growing stronger. And it's funny, here at the bottom of this little notepad that I made these notes on, it's a C.S. Lewis quote, and it says, "You are never too old to set another goal or dream a new dream." And I love that. As we wrap up this week, like as we wrap up this challenge group this week, hold on, bud. That's such an awesome quote. You're never too old to set a new goal and to dream a new dream. So no matter, I mean, age obviously is not the factor that I'm thinking about, but like we are never at a spot where we have to stop dreaming, that we have to stop growing, that we have to stop improving on who we are. I mean, that's just life. And the physical part of it is part of it. And so, like, I love that challenge. Like, keep dreaming, keep growing, set new goals for yourself, finish this challenge group strong. No matter if you totally checked out, check back in this week and finish it strong. And we will set new goals together after we're done. Okay? I'm excited. I'm excited about what comes next. Okay? And now I'm going to go, like, punch this little guy. Not really. Not truly. I love him. He's part of my why. See you guys. Talk to you soon.